Friday night. A lot of action going on, I hope. So let's jump into the action. We start off with a splash pot with Doyle Brunson's hand, 10 deuce suited, 10 deuce offsuit. Do I want to overbet this hand? I think I can. I will use a 200x spot overbet. He calls, and I think that on this river I have to shove a hand like Jack 4. I think it's totally a fine shove when 4-5 completes. Nice. Pocket fours. I'm gonna fold this time. Oh, ace-8 suited. I think it's fine to check back. Multi-way, and now on the turn we are never folding if they bet into us. Okay, he raises. Not sure. Do I want to call? Yeah, I think I have to call here. Flop, I think I can check back. I mean, if I have a note on him that it's a bit spewy, I think I can check and just let him bluff catch. And do I want to bluff here? He seems to be pretty nitty, but I think he can still like use some traps here. So I'm not very comfortable in in jamming in the spots, so I'll just check back. Yeah, that's nice. So here is king. I think, yeah, I will call and decide on the river. And here on this river, blocking is queen, king, queenie, because he's spewy, and I don't think he put nutted hands in this size. I'm just gonna jam. Hope he folds a hand like a weak queen, or yeah, something like maybe he just bet with Jack 10 here. Nice. So my hand has good blockers, and I'm also using this this sizing tell. Here he goes pot. I think I'll call once, and yeah, river probably give up. Nice. This and I'm going to range bet. Here I'm just going to isolate the recreational. Calls, flop. We bet. I think turn we can just check, and he snap bets big. like check raising this hand. Yeah, I think I will fold this time. I check raise. I think that on this turn probably I want to play something like, yeah, I can play pot or check on okay, checking back top set, it's not bad. Here we'll continue by betting. Here we just check back, and the problem is that here, yeah, I have to fold. I don't think I'm beating enough hands, so totally fine. Yeah, leading here makes some sense. Here we'll just check back. When we hit the jack, here we call the flop bet. Here just fold. He bets 1/3, standard call. And here, yeah, any ace makes a straight, so we just check and hope to win at showdown. Nice. And here, I think I will just not bluff against this guy because he's a station, so he will basically call me down with any any 2-pair or better. Pocket nines will call here in position. I want to shove this one, is the question. I think against him I'm gonna shove. Even though I might be against stronger. And yeah, here unlucky, but I cannot. Yeah, I was not paying attention to the stack depth. size do I want to use here? I think using the overbet size is fine. Here I check call the flop. And on the turn I'm just going to check fold. I think his range is too strong when he double barrels on this ace high board. Here I 3-bet. He seems to be a weak tight fish, so I will just bet a quarter on the flop. Get called. Probably just gonna check this one, looking to bluff catch here. Here I need to check after I range bet the flop. I need to check at a quite high frequency. And he uses something like 40%. I think pocket nines. Yes, it's true that it blocks his bluffs, but in the same time he can be peeling the flop very wide. So yeah, I think here I might find a jam, to be honest, to fold him off Jack X, Queen X, and so nice. So probably he had something. I think I want to start with a check here. Yeah, and when he jams, it's good that I did not bet. Here I think I will call because he's spewy, and when I get a good when the flop is favorable for me, I will just get a stack from him. But yeah, now as play, nothing I can do, and here I will also fold, adapting the sizing for the stack depth of the fish. And when he 4-bets, I'm just gonna fold. We are not deep enough, so cannot do anything. He called 4-bets. He's pretty aggressive, so he can have bluffs in this call 4-bet range. When he calls, it's kind of scary, but I think I will just jam this one here. Okay, he calls pocket queens. That's good. Here we just bet big to fold him off a chop. What size do I want to use? I think 1/3 is fine here. Here I can call, I can raise, both options are fine. With this kicker I will just call. I think on this queen I wanna bet probably polarized on the turn, and I think that ace 5 will be a check, and maybe with ace of hearts or with the 5 of hearts I will overbet here. Bet small. Queen Jack will call the 3-bet out of position. Gonna still continue checking the turn here. Against the check raise with the king of clubs, I will probably just call. Here I will just call the turn and maybe also call the river too. I mean, I don't have too much information on him. And here, when he continues on the turn, probably I'll just give up. I don't think his range is like too weak. He's always strong there. Okay, it's nice. Yeah, betting the flop is fine. Against this size, I'm always calling, and we are also kind of deep, so I have increased spot odds, and in the same time he seems to be recreational, so yeah, I can play better post flop. Here 3/4 or check. I think we still continue with a big bet here. Wait, ace-5. Over by the turn here. He goes on with a pot bet, which is quite interesting. I think I'm just going to fold because I don't have any information on him, so basically I would consider that he's just like too nitty and I'll just fold. But yeah, I will look to get more information in the future. I think it's safer to assume that everyone is a nit in the beginning and just fold than trying to. I mean, it's still a very good approach. Than just calling a lot and yeah, just being shown the nuts too often. Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. I think got shot, 1 over and backdoor flush draw. Yeah, we need to call one. I guess the presumably recreation I will call one. Pocket sixes, I think stabbing is fine. We get value from worse hands, and we also benefit of protection. And when he raises like 5x, yep, easy fold. Yeah, I will just bluff against the recreational. I think bluffing yields a higher EV than going with the hand to the showdown, because by the river he's going to overbluff his pairs a lot. So okay, so he started to team value bet a lot against me, so I will try to raise as a bluff more often in these check down lines. And here I think I can just bet big. Here pocket nines, always the money is getting in. Yeah, it's 17.5 blinds in the in the pot, so just gonna jam this one. And just pick up the blinds, which is nice. Here we'll just check and see what is up to. It's tab small, and I'll just call. Here I think I will raise against his lead, and here against 1/3 I'm again calling. After raising the flop, I'm just betting big with ace-5. And river probably again, like half pot bet, I think it's enough to target his ace-x. I'm gonna still bet this one and probably just jam on a spade mainly, because I'm also blocking ace queen. Nice, he folds. And here he goes for the cold 4-bet. Yeah, 30 big blinds deep. I think I'm just jamming ace-jack suited. What a nice flop. I'm gonna check all the flop. And river probably gonna take this size because I will also bet this size with a 9. Going to overbet this one. Normally I would play pretty polarized here, like 2.5x spot. The problem is that he has, I mean, that he's nitty and I don't expect to get too many calls when I have value. So, and here we just check back because, okay, he goes 5x spot. I'll just leave this spot to him and lose my initial investment of 2.5 because I think even if I call and we chop, I'm still losing. Probably I'm still losing those 2.5. So yeah, and there is also the times when he just has the 6. Pocket 6 is a little flat here. I'm gonna squeeze here. Here I'm gonna 3-bet against probable. I mean, how? Yeah, this 3-bet is not that great because he's not opening that often. Still a nice flop for our range. We just see bet at 8 on the pot, which is amazing. Here just use like a 2x spot. Getting the maximum overfold on the turn and also being able to bluff some rivers. Here with 3 big players behind me, I will just open this hand. Yeah, we get 3 bet, no problem. Here I think betting 1/3 is fine against the recreational. No, this is a great turn. No, just bet 3/4. Expecting my check raising range, I can barrel on a 3, on a 5, on an 8, or on a diamond. Do I want to bluff this turn is the question. I'm blocking turn pocket 7s, a7. I think I'll just bluff my hand. Here, yeah, I just checked down, but probably I could have bluffed my hand. Not enough implied odds to call here. S is short. Yeah, not sure if this one is a good battle on against two like an aggressive opponent and a sticky one, but it worked out well this time. I mean, I thought that I could barrel on a 9, on an ace, on a queen, and on a club, so pretty much betting going on the turn on various runouts from my side, so that's what I thought. Here, yeah, we can call, even though it's not the best. Ace I flop. Definitely going to call this one, and now, yeah, easy. And here I think I have to bluff, I have to bet, because I'll also have some bluffs, and bluffs will be like pocket 5s to pocket 9s, I think. Here on this board I'm just going to check back. I mean, he should call queens and jacks here, and here always jam. And now if he has ace king, we win the spot. Here we just fold. Flop call. Just gonna go for the value bet here. I mean, he should call anything to split. Yeah, exactly. Against the small size, I tend to overcall here, especially that he can be aggressive. So against the small size, which is, I would say, inclined towards bluffs, I will just flat in position with aces. And on the flop, just going for the raise here, like 3x. He will stack off all his jack x, and in the same time he will be sticky with some, I don't know, some backdoor draws, some pairs, because I know him and he's kind of sticky, so he will not give me credit. Now I think I will check here, let him do something. Here I think better to raise pocket 5s. Here I played, I will call in position for this price. And here I will just jam, because he will call close to any pair, and I'm blocking both ace 5s, so... Here I overbet. Here I fold. Here because he's the station I will just jam. He will call any pair against me. Okay. He's just trying to find some bluffs here so that he can call, I think. Okay, he falls this time. I have a big recreational here, so I just want to call here recreation in the small blind and quite a passive reg in the after me, so I can call. Here the squeeze is quite small, I think, so I will call in position. I was gonna fold here. I'm just gonna start with a lead. Here I check back, turn, and just turn. A very strong hand. It's not the nuts definitely, but I still can raise for value on the river here. Yeah, I can go something like something to look bluffy. And maybe he just calls. Yeah. Here, super team value bet. I'm not sure if it's good against him. Here, half pot. Definitely on this queen I'm going to continue putting pressure on all the under pairs, which is fine. And what a nice river would that have been. Nice. Just check jams. I think he's definitely I mean, the pot is not that huge that I just yeah, I just fold this one. Here he check raises the turn. Definitely I'm going to just call in position here, let him bluff the river. I have basically the nuts, and I don't think he check raises sets this often, so I don't mind a paired river. River is super clean, and yeah, we'll put all the money in on the river. Here we called for back pocket queens. Do I want to jam this one? Yeah, I think so. Here I think I have to check at a quite high frequency because it says 10s, jacks, maybe 7, 8, 8, 9, also pocket aces, pocket kings. Yeah, and that's split. I'm just going for the half pot bet on the turn. You can still call jacks and 10s. Yeah, and the river I'm gonna value bet against jacks and 10s because he will call at a decent frequency the river, so he can still have aces, but kings not that much. Probably it's aces, jacks and 10s against that range. I think I wanna jam because he will, if I check, he will not jam himself with pocket jacks and pocket 10s. Oh my god. What a call, guys. What a call. What is that call? Only on GGPoker. But actually I like his call because he blocks aces and kings that slow play like me, like this way, so I only have like aces, kings, queens not that often in that line, so I'm not, yeah, I'm not bluffing that I'm bluffing often in that line, probably in his eyes, which might be true, but he'll never know. Here if I bet he should fold pocket 6s, pocket 8s and pocket 9s, I suppose. Yeah, I think betting is fine. I think I will bluff very often here in these spots on the turn. The ordinary boy. What a flop. I mean, definitely he can have pocket jacks, but still, yeah, I'll just go 10% here at the stack depth. Superhero. What should I do on this turn? I mean, yeah, I will still bet something like 10 points. Nice. Friday night vibes. Here I'm just checking the turn because when he calls the yeah, I will just give up because when he calls the calls the 3-bet, he will have a decent amount of ace king and ace queen in his range. So when after he checks back the flop, so I think that yeah, he could be potentially strong there. Cool jam from him. It just jams into our pocket kings. Here, being this deep, I'll go like 3x here. With pocket aces. Two aggressive players here, so yeah, I can expect some moves from them. King high board. At this stack depth, I will just c-bet 1/3. And this hand probably I will triple barrel with a 4. Turn I will just go 3/4, like 62. He still has ace king and stuff like this, and yeah, like I think the money is getting in by the river. And river I will just jam. He still has ace king and king queen in this spot. Yeah, I have to jam this one. Nice. Running good this evening, I like it. Come on, call. Okay, he just folds. I'm gonna range bet against the weak tight fish. Just going to overbet, looking to fold anything but a king here. I think he will fold anything except the king. Here we just give up because if we use the bet check bet line, we will get overcalled very often. So I will bluff just on specific runouts, and otherwise just give up. It's fine. I will just see bet here. He still has pocket queens and pocket jacks. Yeah, I think I have to call this one. Yeah, he's just having jacks, nothing we can do. First one is ours. We flop a set with a recreational in the pot. Do I want to raise this one? Yeah, I think I can raise on the flop already. I'm pretty face up, but yeah, sometimes when fish is in the pot, I will also have hands like 6, 7 and other bluffs, so I don't mind. Here with recreation, I just check back. And yeah, I look to bluff catch when he uses these small sizes. Nice. Against the half pot bet, we always call here. And yeah, on this ace river, always calling his jams. And we just chop. Lots of recreationals today and not that many regs, which is always nice to have in the pool. I mean the recreationals. Ace flop. Yeah, disaster flop. I think they should have leading ranges here. Here I will still bet because he's a tight reg and I don't expect to get money. Like if I check back and he bluffs the river or something, he will not bluff often enough the river, and when if he has value and I raise the river, he will not call me that light. Here he calls on this board. I think I can just bet half pot and put pressure on some of his ace highs. Probably. Let's see how this one goes on. Nice. With 2 weak regs, I just want to lead a flop very often. So I'm gonna bet half pot because I still can get value from 4s, 5s, and if I get raised, I know I'm not good. Here I will call a 4-bet in position with 5-4. Okay, he checks. Do I want to stab? I think that my hand suffers from getting check raised here. And probably I want to check back. And yeah, turn is the biggest disaster in the world. He goes for the half pot. I think I'm just gonna fold the turn and don't complicate my life more. Here I just bluff a favorable board for my range. We turn the straight. It's not the nut straight, but I still think we have the nuts here like 95% of the time. So I will just go with the pot size bet, and on a brick river I will jam. Nice. Yeah, I will just bet big, hope to get called by an ace. He called close the three bet, ace queen off with the ace of diamonds, definitely going to barrel here. Still betting on the turn with the ace of diamonds here. And river I'm just gonna jam, hope he folds. A hand like pocket jacks, pocket tens in this line, totally fine. I don't expect to see like, and now we also like pocket nines is not that possible, and here we just go for the jam. Nice hand, sir, nice hand. Maybe if I bet half pot on the third bet, still like it doesn't matter. I think I like the way I played. Never expected to see ace 9. Yeah, we would have not get value anyway, so. Ah. Nice flop. We are in position. So we are just going to call. Turn is okay. Well, I think, do I have to step this one? I think if he folds ace king is fine. But he can still deny equity when he check jams. Yeah, I think I will step because I expect their check range on the turn to be pretty weak here. Yeah. Guess 1/3. I need to defend here. And here I'm forced to bluff my hand. I mean, not forced, but still, like, one of my lowest showdown value hands that I arrive here on the river that does not complete. Turn, I don't mind overbetting this hand. We can still get value from worse kings and flush draws. Seems to be recreational, so I'm just gonna 3-bet pocket jacks. Check the flop. Nice flop here. If I check the flop, probably gonna continue checking here. And here I think against a very strong range, I just wanna check jam. Top 2. Here we'll check raise the turn, probably something about 32. Nice, hope it's a set and not 8-9. Nice. Yeah, let's go to ice. First is ours, second is his. That's okay. Against 2x open, not folding anything. Can also stab, is fine. And against the raise I will call. I'm blocking all his gut shots and stuff, and here, yeah, I think it's here check call the flop on this paired board. And here if I stab, I'll stab big this one because he can check jam or something. Nice. Yeah, this is too good of a card for his range, so I'm just gonna check this one. Okay. And here I think I'll just go for the 2x spot overbet here with my hand to fold out pocket jacks, pocket 9s and pocket 10s as played. or maybe even a weak X or a weak ace, because yeah, when he checks twice his range is quite weak. He bets pretty quickly. Pocket force with a heart is for. I think I'm just calling. And on the river, I think he never checks back an overpair here. Maybe he can have an 8, but I'd rather just bet myself for a quarter and get called by some of his ace highs. So yeah, so he's likely rage betting. What do I want to do here? Do I want to raise this one? I'm not sure. Here I call with ace 4. Here gonna play half pot strategy this deep. Here ace 4, clear call on the flop. Turn again a clear call. Just gonna check back here. Realize my equity and value betting the river depending on the run out. And I think here I can either call his bet or I can just bet myself. And I will just use a custom sizing of half pot. I think I can have in this spot also half pots and jams. So yeah, I think we'll just size for my hand against against weak players. I will take a small break and then come back. Ace jack gonna keep barreling here. I think using I think 3/4 size it's fine. Here I range bet for a third. Even though yeah, again the thing is that deeper maybe I want to use a bigger size. But still, I think it's okay. He raises to 21. I'm blocking some of his 7-8 bluffs. But I still think my hand is a call because the raise is not that big. It's like 3.5x. And here with ace jack, I'm just going to overbet. Turn is not that great because queen 10 completes right now. And he also might have king jack in this line. Here when I bet I expect to get called by a 10 quite often and definitely by a jack. Here just checking back and realizing my equity as played. And I think that the run out is super good. And to be honest, on the river, if he checks, I don't think I have a value bet. Yes, he might have jack 10 diamonds queen 10 diamonds that might call the river, but I just open up myself to a jam, and I think that I just realize make it better. Right? I just check all, and yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'll come back in a second. to the action. Ace 9, I can flat because I don't have players to... I don't have strong players in the blinds here, and think for the side. I just want to use a big size when I stab. Yeah, like a weak recreation. I'll just range by this one. Probably just gonna bet on a scare card for his range and just jam the river. Here against 2 cards, I'm just gonna call with one over to the board. He still bets big. Yeah, I'm just calling here. And he triple barrels pretty quick. I think is jamming an option. I'm blocking pocket kings. 6 is, yeah, I think I will just fold in this line. Because on a misflash draw board, the recreational might just find a call with a strong hand. Here just 3-betting the recreational very wide in position. Of course not going too crazy, but still with this kind of hands I think I'm doing good post flop against the recreational. This guy stabs, I'm just calling. Okay, he jams, we fold. And river I just go for a super team value bet. He raises, and actually he raises small, so I'm thinking about jamming this one. I'm really jamming against King X here. But is he checking back straight? I mean, yeah, I don't like, to be honest, yeah, I think I for this potos I can call. Yeah, like he min clicks, I mean, calling everything probably. No, I have showdown value here. I'm just checking against the weak recreational, and now we just have the straight. I think I will jam in case he has a 7 somehow, 6, 7. Actually, I think a 7 would bet, so probably just gonna bet small. Maybe he can find some bluff raises, even though I don't think so because he's weak. But yeah, we will still get called by jacks here. by a jack. Pocket raise, I think here I have a clear call on the flop. I could raise sometimes. And the river is not that great. I will not bluff on this river probably. I mean, is he betting half pot with kings on the flop? Not sure. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. His line makes sense here. With backdoor flush draw, I will just call. Pocket kings, we can bet, we can check. Against the raise. Calling once, it's fine. Because I can bluff on some runouts. He goes 3/4 here. I think I will still call one with the king of spades. And river is amazing. Yeah, just betting for value. I mean, he should call. Most of his flushes has played. Here he goes. He called 4 bets, then he goes for this size. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fold now. Yeah, we just bet big. Queen jack defend, king jack offsuit fold. Here against a small bet, we just call. I think if he bets here, my hand is a nice raise on the turn. And I'll go something like 22.5. I'm blocking top 2, I'm blocking pocket jacks that take this line, so let's go for the raise. I'm having king queen, I'm having queen 9 in this line. Of course he can have 7-9 as a bluff, but yeah, in the river I'm just going to jam. I think it's the nut combo to jam here, and then I'm blocking this flush draw, like ace high flush draws with his hand, so just try to pressure out that ace. And I'm gonna still bet against the weak tight reg. I mean, here if he has a hand like, I don't know, ace 8, even ace 10, I think he will have a tough time calling. Nice. We'll show him the queen. Turn we check back and look to bluff catch rivers. Seems to be recreational. We're just gonna bluff this one and also bluff the river. I'm expecting him to fold some 9x, deuce x, yeah. And here we check down. I think this hand is an okay check back, I would say. Here we just 4-bet ace king, and if we get jammed down, we just get the money in. Here I think I will value bet. With a 9, he bets 1/3, definitely calling. And the river, we just get the money in. Nice. Here just going for the 1/5 bet. Here I don't expect him to bluff this often, but still 5-out pair, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just call once and see what happens. Here without a heart I will still bet, and yeah, here I'll just try to go to showdown. Expanding the 3-bet range against recreational. Sizing down, of course. Letting him call wide and attack his wide range post flop. And he definitely folding against this. Oh, and we flop the dream. Here I just start with half pot, and here I think I do wanna raise probably, especially with the 4 kicker, and with my, actually I still think I wanna barrel this one pretty big, because I will have ace jack off here, and I pressure all the under pairs here in this line. Nice. I can check here and value bet the river. Never folding, like I'm not folding against min opens, like it doesn't matter. And here I will just bet twice probably. He will call sometimes, but yeah, I'm putting max pressure on his 1 pair hands. Like, I'm expecting the ace to call probably, but he will fold a king or a queen that arrives on the river. Cold calls the flop. Yeah, I think I will fold this one, because as the cold caller, and I'm also having this guy acting after me, and he's quite a strong rag. I'm thinking about betting 1 to fold ace king and ace queen, and then I will just give up if I get called in this spot. Yeah, he snap calls. Let's think about it. He snap calls. When he snap calls, I don't think he has the overpairs that often. He can have a 4. He can have a hand like 8x or flush draws. So I don't have information on him. Yeah, I'm gonna just check back, and yeah, okay, he calls his queen. Then I have to bet small on the flop and barrel the turn more often. Here calling pre-flop. Usually my hand, I mean, yeah, I can call, he will not bluff and it's good. And I'll also not bluff him because he's stationary, and in the last 2 big pots that we played, he just folded against me, so. But still on the turn, I think I still have to call a bet from him, depending on the size too. Okay, here I will just check back and maybe value bet the river, depending on the run out. Yeah, clean run out. Calling 1 here, even though, yeah, I'm not sure if this one is a good call actually. And this played, I think I'm just going to give up against him. And here I will just go for the value bet here. I still think he can have a hand like king 10 probably that can call jack 10, 10, 9, yeah, I'll just value bet. Actually, but because he's a station, actually I like to use the big size. And I don't mind getting check jam by him because he's pretty tight. This one I'll just abuse his check raise. Here on a scare card I'm just going to bluff. He calls with nice ace 3. And river, now I don't think I want to have the ace of hearts in my hand when I bluff. Maybe we can beat some king queen that play this way, so actually I like over bluffing the river in this spot. Nice. Nice. I think I can just check back the flop and get value on future streets. Yeah, we just bet small. And river I will just jam with ace of spades. Nice call by him. Nice call. And you just call this one. Yeah, ace with aces, especially with the ace of hearts, I will just call, and yeah. This way I just protect my checking range, and the river I can call down, or I can just value bet myself here. Here I think that king jack is an okay overbet. He will call with a hand like ace, like king 9, ace 9, 8, 9, like he can call a 9 here, I think. And do I want to have gems here? I mean, he can have, I mean, I can just jam and hope he calls with king 10, king 9, king 6. He has a decent amount of kings, and I have the advantage in queens, king, queen, and ace, king. So yeah, I think king jack can still jam here. A lot of busted straight draws like 10-9, jack 10, ace jack, ace queen that he can call. Not sure if it's the size that I want to use, but I'm probably I thought that he might call with a king. Against the small step I will just call, and yeah, this river I don't think I want to do anything. Nice. He's just drawing dead. King and heart to just call. Don't like the run out, so I think on the river I will just fold if he bets big. I think I will just raise for value here, and here I will just 4-bet pocket queens, yeah, pocket eights, it's fine. Here I'm raising to target sets, and here I'm just getting the money in with pocket queens. Flop just going for the c-bet. I will just fold because he's very tight and we are 4 players in the pot, so facing a 3-bet from the big blind, ace queen can both 4-bet or call. I prefer calling because we dominate a lot of hands that he 3-bets. On this flop, mainly just check calling. If he bets, I don't mind betting this one on the flop. Not the best turn card. Here with the queen of clubs, I will continue applying pressure and probably betting on river clubs. I mean bluffing on river clubs. He snap calls. When he snap calls, I don't expect him to have too much 10x. It's more like maybe ace-x or a flush draw, and yeah, on this river, yeah, I'm just going crazy and yeah, just overbet the river and put max amount of pressure on that ace that he has. It's big here. Just gonna check call. Okay, so he's also stationary. We have to take a note here. No problem. Here is just the big size. Probably he does not have an overbet here. So I think I'm just gonna fold. Nice, we flop. Set. Here just fold. Here he's pretty aggressive, so I'll just call. He bets. I think I'll just call, letting him in, and the board is pretty dry, so I don't mind giving him a free card. We win both. And yeah, against this size, I think I'm just gonna raise 3x in order to set up the river jam. I think it's fine. Yeah, just fold. And river I'm just gonna jam, as I said. Snap calls with aces. Pocket eights will be a call here. Against 2.5, against the third I'll just call, and the river is a disaster. Probably check folding. He snap bets the river, and I have the note on him that he's bluffing when he's snap betting. So yeah, I'll just call just to confirm. Yeah, so it means that the read is bad. So I think river easy to thin to bet. Actually here I like more checking back. Okay. We just call against an aggressive regular. And turn I'm just folding because I think he will just size for his hand and he's wrapping just an ace, and I just don't want to overbluff against him because I will that spot will get overcalled. King high board, going to range bet. Monotone boards usually are high frequency checks, but as the population plays, I think we can range bet actually, because they don't check raise us often enough and we get to manipulate their range much better. Here, I think if I bet half pot, he will fold out. Maybe ace jack, ace queen. Being a weak tight recreational. Check 4. Yeah, marginal call here. Yeah, I like leading here. Applying pressure. Yeah, nice. Now I just gonna bet for value. Still gonna bet against a 9, maybe pocket 7s, pocket 6s that can call. Okay, pocket kings, that's nice. Yeah, I think I will still value bet. He can call ace highs here. Okay. This hand I will play as a check bet probably. Pocket hates high frequency bet. Facing a 3 bet, we just go for a 4 bet, probably bigger, like 27, because we are deeper. So even the imposition, like 3 bets and 4 bets will be bigger, because we give him worse odds to call us. I'll just yeah, called 4-bet here. I mean, against the 1/3, definitely we're going to peel pocket sixes, and I like to check raise pocket fives and pocket six in this spot. Turn is a brick. My problem here, I mean if he's if he's value betting, is he not sizing up? So he might have a sizing tell on the turn, so I don't say that. Actually, my hand is a bad call on the turn because I'm blocking tons of his bluffs, but I think because of his sizing, I will call and see what happens on the river. Do I want to jam here? I mean, no, because if I say that his range might be weaker on the turn and composed mostly of bluffs, some of his bluffs just get there, and my hand could be a nice bluff catcher if he jams. Yeah, as I said, he has a turn sizing tell. Here we just check, maybe we win against some ace highs at showdown as played. Just calling here. I'm expecting him to over bluff, and yeah, on the river I can either raise or bluff catch depending on the river. Yeah, this river is not good at all. Here he overbets. I think I can call ace 10, queen 10 here. Yeah, I will just fold this one, and here I'm just going to call. He might just bet against the chop. Here I will just raise because he can call an ace, a queen. Yeah, when he jams we just snap call, and actually we are doing pretty good. Here we just fold, and we just want to fade the heart or a jack, and we cannot fade. We call a 4-bet here, blind against blind, but have to take into consideration that he's a weak tight reg. I will just call here. Turn is a disaster because all his ace-x bluff get there on the turn. So if he barrels the turn, I can I can see a clear fold. Yeah, I think I can do on the ace. Unlucky. No problem. Here I will just bet pot to force out his weaker pairs like 4s, 5s, 6s and 7s. And after he snap calls the turn, I think I will go just to X pot to force him out of a king, and I'm also blocking king, queen, and king jack that might find calls on this turn. So yeah. Okay, he calls. Okay, so he's a station. Yeah, we have to take note of that. And here against this guy, yeah, just gonna check. Don't represent too much if I bet on the turn. Yeah, he has a straight flush. That's nice. I think because he's a station and I played aggressive against him lately, I think I'm just going to check it back, and maybe yeah, on the river I can make some moves depending on the river. Here we fold, here we just call. Here we check back as I said, and the river, yeah, river I will just check. I will just check back and hope I win against, I don't know, ace jack, because his range is quite strong. Yeah, he would never fold that. Here I will continue calling, blocking his ace king. And hit triples. Blocking pocket sevens, blocking ace king. Do I want to shove this hand? Blocking pocket sevens, blocking pocket kings. He just goes something like under pot. I'm blocking. Actually, this might also be a good call, but the question is he folding an ace here in this line? Eight, 9 misses. Yeah, a lot of missed bluffs. I will call, and yeah, then yeah, nice. Here the problem is that if I jam, being a recreational, he might find calls with the ace high, well, with the top pair. So yeah, I prefer just folding, and here we just check it down to the river, and on this river I will just bluff catch with ace high against him. Yeah, I know that he's not bluffing, but he's also not folding, so yeah, might be the fold might be the best line to take. And probably river and giving up because I expect to get called by ace-6 too often here, even though he might have some missed flush draws. Pocket 8s we are going to call. And against the station we just start to size up, and he's just a half pot bet on this flop, but he's weak tight, so yeah, I just prefer folding. Here we just bet pot, looking to jam most rivers. And here my hand, I think it's a good bluff catcher. I'm blocking his ace king, his pocket aces and pocket tens, so I'll just call. And on this run out I'm just gonna lead big, looking to get called by some hands. Yeah, just gonna bet this one. Nice. Because I don't think he'll bluff the river, and if he has a hand like king x, he will also call, so it's fine. Oh, definitely calling this one. And we just check back. And just bets one blind, against one blind probably. Just call. I think by betting here I will fold out most of his jack x because he seems to be weak tight, so I'm just going for the bet. Here I'm still calling, and here against the overbet I'm just folding. Here I will just bet and then give up the river. Yeah, as played, because I have a lot of perceived bluffs in my range, and sometimes maybe he has king 10, ace 10 that I can win at showdown, but okay, he calls pocket 7s, which means he might be stationary. I didn't expect that. Ace 9. Here I'll just put pressure on hands like pocket 10s, pocket 8s and pocket 9s with a bet. Jack is not the greatest card, but I still think I will get an overfold on the turn. And because he can be stationary with an ace, I will just check fold river. I don't see that many. And actually the king of hearts is good. Yeah, not sure here. Okay, ace queen. Yeah, maybe I can triple this one, I'm not sure. Dun, 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 Here I think I will still bluff this one because I'm blocking king jack and he doesn't have ace queen in this line. So I'll just go for the overbet on the river. Looking to fold something like king 9, king 7, king 6 here. Nice. I think against the jam he might find folds here, but I think yeah, just going to overbet this one, looking to get called by like worse two pair here and maybe even a king. Yeah, here he raises. Not that comfortable calling, but still fine. And he snap checks, so I'm just gonna bluff jam the river here against him. Nice. Just probably by the river with ace of diamonds. I think checking back here is not that bad. And against this size, because he's so tight, I think he's a tight player, so yeah, I'll just bluff catch here. I don't think I'm, yeah, like he just, I'm blocking his queen x bets here. I'm just going for the check raise on the river. Yeah, I will never get called by a hand like this, so I think checking is fine. Letting him value bet thin, and also allow him bluffing. And here the problem is that he's stationary, and I already like triple barrel him multiple times today. I think I will just give up on some bluffs, and I will just use the highest equity once here, given the dynamics. Yeah, 10 is fine, so I'll just check and check fold if he bets. Check jamming does not make, I mean, it makes some sense. I'm blocking some jack 9, but he still has like all his ace jack in this line, s played. Okay, same hand, nice. Yeah, probably playing for like half hour more, and then it's another 3-hour session of play, and I can call it a day. with this stack depth never folding a pocket pair. Here against his size, always calling in position. Yeah, his net bets we fold. I think pocket threes, it's an okay bet. I would say if we put pressure on pocket nines, pocket jacks, pocket tens, so basically I can double barrel and take it from there. Nice flop. I'm blocking all his calls and yeah, I can double barrel and then put pressure. Yeah, on a hard, definitely going to bet small again and then jam the river probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead small. Nice. Actually with this I don't wanna lead here. Yeah, I made a mistake. We'll go for a small raise here, like 3x together from ace-x, or maybe a queen 9, king 9, stuff like this. Oh, it's a flush completing, didn't realize it. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. Calls with ace7, that's nice. Nice flop. Against the station I will not bluff this spot. Here I will play overbet or check, and definitely bottom set is going for the overbet. Okay, let's we. And I will jam any river here. Yeah, many ace-x that can call here, so yeah, after he snap calls the turn, he can have ace queen of course, and we will face a check jam, which I don't like, but yeah. Yeah, I think we played it good. Maybe 3/4 river, but still I like something like pot, or yeah, over pot. I'll just jam here with pocket fours. Yeah, just gonna fold this one. Nice start to barrel on here. We continue the pressure. He can fold the 10 here. Here I will 4-bet this time probably. Yeah, let's call this time pocket deuces. Against the check raise, we just call. We just check back here. Okay. Yeah, and on this river, yeah, we just jam. He might be stationary, but still, like, he can call a lot of, he can fold a lot. Yeah, ace-8 hearts. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot bluffing this guy. me just put the money in. Nice. Okay. Pressuring out all pocket 7s, pocket 8s, pocket 9s here. Finally we managed to win some pots. Yeah, after I bluffed like that idiot spot after he snap calls turn. I was gonna bluff this one. Half pot range, fine play here. I think I'll call with the fish in deployed here, definitely calling. We check here, let him bluff some 8s, 9s with the diamond, pocket 4s, pocket 5s, pocket 6s with the diamond. We get check raise, we just fold. Check call, and the river I will just go for the... Yeah, just go for the check jam. Here something exploitative, just going small on the turn and jam the river. And after he snap calls, we're just going to jam here. Nice. You have to go for the bluffs, even when you lost a stack like 3 times in a row. If the bluff is good, you have to go for it. He's a station, but I'm not sure. We are pretty deep, so I'm not sure if I want to triple barrel because he cold calls the 3-bet. He might have ace king also, so I think I just want to check back and river. Yeah, I think I have a clear value bet or a decent bluff catch. Yeah, I'll go for 3/4 bet. He can call like anything here. Yeah, he's kind of stationing in some spots. Yeah, I have to pick the bluffs carefully against him. Worst turn card, and then the worst river card, but we'll just do what we can. And yeah, against him usually I like formatting out of position, but he's pretty tight, so I think I can just play post flop better against him. So I can just call a hand like king queen, and on ace high standard fold. And river, I'm just going to give up. Here, just fold. Or yeah, check back. Half pot range is fine. He can fold some ace queen hearts. We pick up some equity, so here I'll bet again, and probably, yeah, I think triple barreling this one is fine. Actually, on this 7, what do I want to do? I think this spot will get overcalled by ace jack, and he still has some ace queen give ups, king queen. I'm not sure if he bluffs if I check, so I'll just check and see what happens. I mean, if it jams, I'm thinking about calling. I think if he has strong value, he would just jam. So he may have queen 10, king queen diamonds, ace queen diamonds, king 10 diamonds. So I think bluff catching here is not that bad, to be honest. Yeah, queen 10. Yeah, read him like a book, man. Nice river, and yeah, flush completes. What size do I want to choose? Yeah, just going for the jam. Yeah. Pocket dance, just going to call in position. I guess 1/4 we continue with most of our pairs here, especially with the jackpot employed, like, yeah, and that's not the turn we hoped for. Yeah, and here I will never bluff this hand. So he's having an overpair, so how many outs we have? 9 plus 3, 4, something like 11, 12 outs, so I get something like 44. Yeah, having 40%, yeah, I think it's okay to call, to be honest. Yeah, I just have the odds here. Nice, we just turn it, and here I'm just going to value bet this one. I'm gonna play a bit more because I feel that we started to run pretty hot, so just don't stop it. for against this size, always calling. Here just using an exploitative size, and on the river probably giving up is also fine. I might end up getting called by ace high when both flushes miss, so here we go, we squeeze to 15 blinds here. Delay step small, he can call with a bunch of ace highs here, don't expect too many check raises. I want him to raise here, but I'm not sure what he can raise. I'm walking alone. The only thing I guess is my own cinnamon. Step by step. From London to Taiwan, I've been all around the world trying to break your soul. Heroes tonight, they will fly above the sky. Yeah, heroes tonight. No, the river I wanted to see, but still gonna bet. Like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I think Jack of Hearts is a good bluff here, but because he's a station, probably I will continue just on a heart turn, river. Yeah, and when he raises, I'm easy fold. Here I think if I bet I put pressure on 5, 6s and 7s, and still I think this is one of an okay hands to bluff, because I can bluff on a club here, no problem. So yeah, I have, and I'm also blocking his turned jack 10, so I'm blocking his shoves here. Yeah, but I bet here, and if I get called I will only jam on a club basically, or yeah, definitely on a jack. Yeah, as I said, I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan, all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. The question is, what size do I want to use? And I think that using the big size is better than the jam. The jam will be overfolded, and here he might put me on ace king. Maybe half pot is also fine, but he will never like check jam as a bluff, so yeah. Here I'm just gonna bluff this one. I think he has something stronger than a naked king when he tanks this much. Don't give up on your dreams if it's what you deserve. Here I'm gonna jam the river. against 5s and 6s here. Okay. Probably maximum 5 to 10 minutes more and I'm done. I'm pretty tired and I'm not playing that good in the last half hour, I would say. Maybe even the last hour. I think I played poorly compared to what I played before. Nice, we just check gem here. Definitely I have the odds to call because if the river pairs the board, we get all the money. Oh yeah, 7 of clubs is also good. I mean, ace of clubs on the river, it's fine because I'm beating some of his jack X. Maybe even 4 or 5 of clubs. Here see betting the flop and continuing only on a diamond probably. Also on a 3 or on a 4 also, I think it's fine. Nice. Yeah, d8 totally the worst turn card, which I will give up very often with my bluffs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bluff this one here. Six, 5, 8, 6, nice. Oh, actually we chop. Yeah, against him I will just take off ace queen here, and it is what it is. Same hand. He click raises. I mean, against the small raise, I'm just gonna call in position. And here I'm gonna call. Yeah, I'm gonna 3-bet. I'm gonna call the turn, and on the river I will just probably just be giving up. Here against this side I still have to continue. Here we can go for the half pot bet on the flop. Here we continue. And here if he calls 7s, 8s and 9s, I will just jam. He still has queens and jacks, but I still think I wanna bluff this one. Here on the jack I'll just check. I wanna just value bet my pocket 10s. Nice, he calls pocket 7s. Nice, nice, I knew it. I knew he pills here. Divide. He steps half pot. Yeah, I think it is 5. I'm gonna just check jam the flop. Yeah, worst case scenario. After he snap checks the turn, I think I'm gonna take the spot. And here I'll just jam the river probably. Myself, I'm breaking down. I don't wanna fight alone anymore. Nice, we took down this spot. Need to let go. You're so much bigger than the world I have made. Yeah, let's go twice, it's fine. I remember what you said to me. I don't want to find a love. last hands that I play, and then I'm just going to pick. Do I want to jam ace-5 here? Ace-jack spades maybe calls. Ace-jack spades, ace-10 spades. Maybe check and maybe he bluffs some of the time. Or he can have ace-king spades also. But definitely I think I'm calling the river here. Okay, he just does not bluff at all.